In today's video, we learn how to add a calculated field in a pivot table. I have a sample database here, which is basically a sales data which has a few columns here: order ID, we have the date column, then the region where the sale is made, and a few other columns like the salesperson, product, category, quantity, unit price, and the payment mode. So this is my sample database. So let's quickly add a pivot table in a new sheet. You go to insert pivot table and you basically give the range here. Click OK. Now you have the pivot table added here. Now let's quickly add the rows and columns which we require. Firstly, I am adding the salesperson to the rows, and also I'll also need the quantity and the unit price in my values. Here I require a sales column, but the sales column is not available in my database. So let's try adding a column outside the pivot table. So for this, I give equal to C4 multiplied by D4, and I add this cell here and I basically drag it down. So you have the sales column here, but the issue here is if I change the rows later on, maybe try adding the product as well in my rows. So as you can see here, when I add a new row in it, new field in the rows, basically I am forced to drag the equation till down, and I'll have to edit as and when I change my rows. So, in order to tackle this problem, we have the feature of a calculated field in pivot table. So, let's see how to bring a calculated field in a pivot table. Just click anywhere on the pivot table. You see the pivot table analyze option. Go to fields, calculated field, and here you are required to add the name of the column that you are bringing in. Here in my case it's the sales, so I type in sales, and in the second box I am supposed to give the formula which will be used to compute the sales. So it's quantity multiplied by the price here, and click OK. As you can see here, the sales column is added as a calculated field in column E. Now, if I try adding the product as well to the rows, as you can see here, it is automatically changing according to the change in the rows of the pivot table. In this way, even I'll try to add the region as well. As you can see here, the sum of sales is automatically flowing. So that's it for today's tutorial. Thank you.